Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Thank you so much. If you are tuning in, if you are watching us on a replay, we want to thank you for coming through and we want to thank you for joining us. Please feel free to like and share because you never know who is going to benefit from the important message we are going to share today, okay? So feel free to share this, invite your good friends to watch with you. And also feel free to ask us your questions and we will get back to them at the end of the stream, okay? All right, so we have an important announcement to make, but that would be at the end. And please just make sure that you watch through to the end, okay? Today is Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. Today is very significant because it marks the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. So we are happy and excited to take a federal holiday to celebrate freedom. Okay, so today I wanted to take a moment to make this announcement, but I also wanted to talk to us about financial freedom. Okay, I wanted to talk to us about one of the programs of WealthyGen where we help a lot of people achieve financial freedom. But today we are going to focus on a program for the young adults, our financial wellness program for the youth. And we call it the financial empowerment for young adults. Now, we started this program last year. We launched the program last year with about 50. We reached about 50 young adults here in the United States and across the globe. And we were able to lead them through the journey of financial wellness. And it lasted about 10 weeks. And at the end of that program, we got a lot of questions from people wanting to know more about our program. They wanted to know more about what our financial empowerment for young adults really covers. So we're happy to share that with you today, and hopefully you can understand what this program is and how your young ones can benefit from them. Now, our financial empowerment for young adults, it's a program we designed to help our young ones learn the basics of handling their money. We know that our young ones are born into a more digital world, a more global world, and a more sophisticated world. And we know that financial institutions are coming up with more sophisticated financial products. So we designed our FEYA program to help our young ones know and understand how to handle their money and how to make informed financial decisions. And our goal is to equip them with the money skills and all that they need to make right financial choices. So I'm going to take a moment to share a little bit about our financial program, our financial empowerment for young adults. So our FEYA program, you can read more about it. If you go to wealthygen.org/FEYA, you can read more about our program and all the different modules, all the things we cover with the program. Now, what is the main goal of this program? The main goal of our financial empowerment for young adults, it is designed in such a way that we build a financially savvy, financially included, and financially empowered generation of young adults. This is really the main goal of this program. It is 3 goals in one. Our purpose is to build a financially savvy, financially included, and financially empowered generation of young adults. Now, who is our target participants? Who do we hope to cover in this program? Our FEYA program targets young people between the ages of 12 to 20 who are yet to begin and who have just begun their independent financial lives. So we know that the very young people between the ages of 0 and 12 are dependent on their parents. So the knowledge that their parents have gets passed on to these little ones, but the ones that are between the ages of 12 and 20 are just beginning their independent financial lives. So we use this program to target them so that they have everything they need to build their own financial future. Now, what are the specific program objectives? So we have 10 modules in our FEYA program. 10 specific modules. And at the end of these modules, depending on what modules or all of them, Once our participants go through these modules, they learn how to use the services and products of financial institutions. They understand these products, they know how to select them, and they know how to use them. They also learn how to create and implement spending plan, all right, that meets their unique individual needs. We know that there's no single plan, there's no single spending plan that suits everyone. There's no one cap fits all for spending plans. So they understand their unique individual needs, and they're able to create and implement a spending plan that uniquely suits their own individual needs. And then we talk about credit, right? They learn how to use credit, because these young ones are just getting into the world and they have all of these credit offers. So through this program, they learn how to use credit and borrow money responsibly. We also teach them how to build and maintain a good credit habit and credit score. We know that credit is everything. Your credit score is basically your financial report card, right? So we teach these young ones how to start on time to build strong credit habit and good credit score. And then we move on to protecting their financial rights and safeguarding their money. These are the specific objectives that we hope that they achieve. They should be able to protect their financial rights and safeguard their money. So another objective of this program is that these participants learn how to use different investment vehicles to create the future that they envision for themselves. All right, so we are teaching them how to make money, how to grow money. So growing with the essence of growing their money is learning how to use the different investment vehicles that are available to them to be able to grow their money. So we focus on that investment and the strategies and tools that are available for them. Then at the end of this program, these participants learn how to launch. They are able to launch the business of their dreams. They will talk about entrepreneurship, and at the end, they learn all it takes to start and launch the business of their dreams. And then in overall, another specific objective is at the end of our FEYA program, these participants are able to implement the basic principles of wealth building. In all, this is specific objective that they get out of our FEYA program. Please, as you watch, please let us know if you have any questions or comments, and we will address them. Now we are moving on to the different modules of our FEYA program. Like we talked from the beginning, there are 10 different modules that we cover in our FEYA program. And the first one is the very first one is what we call the financial foundation. It is the introductory module, okay? So this is where we lay the foundation for what they would expect throughout the program. It covers the basics, all right? It teaches the basic elements of financial well-being and how to build the foundation to achieve and sustain long-term financial success. So in this module, we introduce them to the 6 principles of money, the 6 core principles of money, and the strategies that they can use to apply these principles. So as they begin to learn about money, we introduce them to all they need to know about the principles of money and how the basic elements, what it really means to achieve financial well-being. And our second module is what we call designing dreams. We know that people have dreams, and we encourage everyone to dream big. Now, in this module, we call it financial planning. This is where we immerse teens in the process of financial planning by defining concrete goals. We walk them through the process of defining concrete goals, identifying their values, and then constructing a plan to implement their goals through meaningful practices. And then this includes weighing needs and wants. We want to make sure that they understand their needs, what their needs are versus what their wants are. And then avoiding peer pressure. We know that these teens, as they get into school, they're coming out of high school or getting into high school or getting into college, they are faced with a lot of peer pressure. We teach them to have, in this module, to avoid peer pressure and understanding the importance of a budget. All of these we cover under designing dreams. Okay, so we walk them through the process of understanding their dreams, and then into the process of financial planning to design this particular dream or specific dream that they have to pursue. Then in our module 3, we talk about, can you pay your bills? So our module 3 is what we call, can you pay your bills? And the overall goal or the overall theme of this module is spending and budgeting. All right, so we focus on financial record keeping as a sound financial practice. And we also reinforce prioritization of wants and needs. So in the last module, they learned about understanding their needs versus wants. In this module, we talk about prioritizing them, prioritizing their needs versus wants, and then we challenges them to develop a budget. And as they do that, they consider their cash flow and their personal spending choices. So this is when they talk about what are your choices? What are your needs versus wants? Which is more important? And then you create a budget. And as you do that, you consider your cash flow. What is your money coming in and money going out? So these are what we cover in our third module, which is spending and budgeting. And then we move on to module 4. And module 4 is what we call boost your savings. Okay. And the overall theme of this module is the importance of savings. So in this module, we challenge our participants to think beyond their immediate horizon. All right. We teach them to look beyond where they are currently, or the money they have currently, or their needs versus wants currently. And then they explore long-term savings. And these students embark on real-world applications of how to increase savings and calculate compound interest. So we are teaching them the importance of savings, and savings is really kind of looking beyond their present consumption, present wants, and then look at the future. What are their future plans? What do they plan to do in the future? Or what does the future look like? If I spend all my money now versus if I save some money now, how does it grow in the future? How does it compound in the future? So these are the things we teach them in our module 4, boosting your savings or importance of savings. So we move on to module 5, and module 5 is, I really like module 5 because it's banking your bucks. All right. So in this module, we introduce the concept of banking, and this is when we talk about financial inclusion. All right. So we want all our participants or all our young ones to learn and form the habit of saving their money in the bank and using different financial products and services. And this is what we call choosing a banking partner. So as they decide to do this, as they choose to use banking services, how do they choose the right banking partner for them? So this module gives participants the skills needed to correctly choose and open accounts and also use checking accounts. We know that the world is going digital and most people don't use checking accounts, but we also focus on teaching them about checks, about using checking accounts, and how to actually write checks. All right, so participants also explore the different roles bank employees play in the financial process and investigate different account types. So now, most of our youths don't know some of the different roles, or if they need a particular service or a particular product or a particular thing in the bank, they might not know which of the bank employees or resources can help them do that. So we explore the different roles. It's an exciting activity that our kids love. So we explore the different roles that the different banking employees or resources in the bank, the different roles that they play. Then our module 6 is what we call capacity, character, collateral, and capital. Okay, so it's 4 C's. And the overall theme of this module is credit. Now, there are plastics everywhere, right? We know that this is a more digital world and people don't write checks anymore or carry cash. Everyone is plastic or digital wallets. So we focus on credit. And this lesson walks the students through the process of getting credit. If you want this credit, how do you get it? How do you qualify for credit? Then we analyze what is good versus bad credit. And then we learn how one can manage his credit, or how one's actions can actually damage their credit. So these are the things we cover in this module. And then we move on to the almighty dollar. I like this because, yes, it is the almighty dollar, right? And we talked about credits before. This is where the cards come in. Card has taken over, right? So the overall theme of this module is credit cards. So this lesson tackles all the key issues as young adults walk through the process of decoding credit cards, offers, and explore the real difference between debit and credit cards. Now, people don't know the moment they begin to get their credit score enhanced, they start getting credit card offers. So we walk them through the process of decoding them. Which ones are good offers and which ones are bad offers? What do you do when you get these credit card offers? And then what is the difference between debit and credit? People might not know. They see cards. There are differences between credit cards, debit cards, ATM cards, charge cards. We go through all of this with our young ones so that as they begin to use them, they can easily tell the difference. Now, module 8 is what we call easy as pie. All right, so this is where we talk about financial ratios. These ratios are important, and our young ones might not understand them. So this module teaches how the different financial ratios apply to everyday situations, and it shows them that understanding debt to income or debt to assets or debt to limit will strengthen their abilities to make wise financial decisions. So we cover these different financial ratios, the debt to income, debt to asset, debt to limit, and we show them how they affect their credit score. We show them how they affect or how they shape their overall financial situation. And these are the things most lenders or most financial institutions take a look at to measure their financial situation at any point in time. So these are important concepts that our young ones need to know, and we cover this in our module 8. Now, our module 9 is what we call increasing the value of your money. This is very interesting. I love this module because when we talk about making money, when we talk about saving our money or growing our money, this is how we increase the value of the money. We usually hear concepts like send your money to work for you. Money doesn't grow legs to go work for you. It works for you when you have mastered the acts of increasing the value of your money. And this is what we cover in this module 9. And the overall theme of this is financial markets and investing. So we lead our participants into the process of understanding how investing works. All right. And we talk about financial markets so that when they hear about financial markets, they know what it is and they know what to expect. So this module explores the basic concepts that young adults need to know about investment vehicles and the tools needed to create the future that they envision for themselves. This is where we dive into investing proper. We teach them the tools, what the financial market truly is all about, and the different investment vehicles that are available for them to increase the value of their money. So this is our module 9. Then the last module of this program is what we call launching your dream. Okay, and the overall theme for this module is entrepreneurship. And that is how when our young ones learn the basics of starting their own business. Okay, so this lesson empowers them with the crucial knowledge that they need to launch the business of their dreams while doing so smartly. So these are the 10 modules of our FEYA program. And our young ones, just like we did it last time, they understood it and they have their finances have improved. They learned the basics and all it takes for them to improve their finances. Now, this is where we say, yes, you can work with us. And this is a question we got all the time. Our financial module, our FEYA program for young adults, yes, you can work with us. And we're going to show you how you can work with us. So you can implement this FEYA program for your students. If you work in a school, if you work with any group of students, you can work with us to implement the FEYA program for your students. You can implement it for your group, or you can, if you already have an existing program, you can incorporate our FEYA program as part of your existing program. Okay, and we can implement this the FEYA program for your program participants. Now you can choose one module, or you can choose multiple modules, or you can choose all of them. You are not limited to which module you choose. If you go through our different modules, you can say, I want you to implement this program for my group, this module for my group, or you can implement the whole modules for your group. So we are looking forward to working with you. If you have plans, this is where we say, yes, we can work with you. Just send us an email or put a comment on the screen, or you can share this to anyone who you know that this program might benefit. And now this is where we get to share what our big announcement is. Okay, now that you understand our FEYA program and what it's all about, before I get to share what that important announcement is, I wanted to share a little bit of the perks, the things you get when you work with us. Okay, so one of the things that you get when you work with us with our FEYA program is that we customize each module to suit the needs of your audience. Okay, so you don't we don't lift it off the top of our modules and present to you. We understand the needs of your audience, we understand the needs of your organization or your individual needs, and then we can customize this to suit the needs of your audience. And every of our participants get free workbooks. So we have it in a PDF and it's fillable so that participants can write directly into it electronically. They can type on their phone, they can type on their computers or laptops, they can type directly into it. And we also send hard copies of it so that our participants who want to write can actually write on it. So they get free workbooks for all the different modules. And then depending on the situation, this is where it becomes very interesting, depending on the arrangement of the situation or depending on the cases. And in many cases, our participants get free copies of the WealthyGen planner. And this is really interesting because they use this planner to actually practice what they learned in terms of budgeting. They can use it to practice their budgeting, and they can also use it to design their dreams. That's when we talk about financial planning. So they get free copies of the WealthyGen planner in many cases, and these are the perks of working with us. So let us know if it's something you want to bring to your group, your students, or your program participants, and we'll be happy to discuss that with you. Now to the big announcement. Okay, let me quickly 1 second. Okay, so this is the big announcement. Okay, WealthyGen partners with Sitar Arts Center. Okay, yeah, we are very excited about this. So we've been working through this partnership since March 2022. And we are happy to say that we signed that big contract to partner with Sitar Arts Center. Okay, now I'm going to talk to you about this, about Sitar Arts Center before I tell you the nature of the partnership. Okay, so Sitar Arts Center is a DC-based nonprofit organization. 1 second. Let me do this quickly. All right, so Sitar Arts Center, it's a DC-based nonprofit organization, and they provide high-quality education and workforce development in the visual arts, music, drama, dance, digital arts, and creative writing to Washington, D.C.-based young adults. So this is what they do. They provide quality education in the visual arts industry, creative writing, dance, music, arts, all of them. So we're happy to partner with them. You can learn more about Sitar Arts Center at www.sitarartscenter.org. Okay, so what is the big announcement? And what is the nature of this partnership? WealthyGen has partnered with Sitar Arts Center to provide, to implement our FEYA program, all of the modules. All right. So we've partnered with them to provide all of the modules, all of the different 10 modules to its Washington, D.C. Rising high school seniors. And this is going to take over a 7-week period starting in June next week, all through August. So we will implement our financial empowerment for young adults as part of its summer internship financial workshop for its summer interns. And we are happy and excited about this partnership because it provides an opportunity for us and for the organization to bring this empowerment program to our young ones in Washington, D.C. So it's going to be huge, and we are happy to announce this, and we'll continue to provide updates as we go through this program. Every of the participants will also get a free copy of the WealthyGen Planner, and they will all get the workbooks as we talked about. And also we have customized this program to suit the needs of their audience. So we are happy to bring this announcement to you. And we are looking forward to the success of this program. So thank you all. I hope you learned about our program, about FEYA program. I will also say that you can go to www.wealthygen.org/FEYA to learn more about our program. And if you want to work with us, if you want to learn more about how you can work with us, just go ahead and send us an email. You can write to a partner@wealthygen.org, and we can take it from there. So thank you all very much, and I look forward to your comments. I would also put a link to Sitar Arts Center website in the description after this, so you can feel free to check them out and see the work that they do. All right, thank you all very much. I look forward to your questions, and we will respond to them accordingly. Thank you.